We are in Hanoi, Vietnam. Got here yesterday, had to get a laptop because my last laptop decided to fry its video card. Hanoi kind of reminds me of Chiang Mai, plus marijuana, more caffeine, and less conservative women. The old quarter of Hanoi is filled with really, really narrow streets and like super busy, and there's scenes like this everywhere. First stop of the day is Highland Coffee. It overlooks a very busy circle where I can time lapse. As well as the lake and coffee in the morning, obviously. Coffee vlog success. Because of the French influence, coffee here actually has quite a bit of culture. I was doing a little bit of research, and because of different shortages of either milk or other things throughout periods of time, the coffee culture here has really evolved. In northern Vietnam, they have coffee with condensed milk, very similar to how they have it in Thailand. And then they also have coffee with whipped egg yolk, coffee with yogurt, coffee with fresh fruit, a variety of things. I intend on trying as many of them as possible, obviously, and here's my coffee. Well, that was pleasant. Now we're gonna go for a little stroll around the lake. That was so cool. That guy just approached me. Somehow he knew I was from California, and he was like, "Oh, you're from California?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm from California." And I guess his mother has a charity in Ho Chi Minh, and he invited me. The charity actually houses orphan children, and right now they're feeding 345 orphan children in Ho Chi Minh, and he invited me to go there and meet them, make a movie about it. And so I'm gonna go visit them in Ho Chi Minh City. He also told me the best places in Hanoi to go for pho. So obviously that's gonna be on my list. Maybe trying different pho in Ho Chi Minh. Possible video idea coming up. So quick history lesson as to why we're here. King Liloch in the end of the 14th century was boating on the lake. While he was on the lake, a golden turtle surfaced and asked for his sword, and the emperor at the time figured that the turtle was requesting the sword to send the sword back to its rightful owner, which was the dragon god. Story might be a little bit hazy. After fighting the Chinese and beating them, he returned the sword back to the lake, back to the rightful owner of the sword, and that's why the lake is famous. This was the Lake of the Golden Turtle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We are off to the next destination. I will go ahead and I will leave a link in the description down below as to where you can go ahead and get directions to this place. It's about 30,000 VND. So I want to say like $1.25 or something. Got to the Hoa Lo Prison. The Hoa Lo Prison was originally a French prison that was constructed during colonization of Vietnam by the French. It was later used during the Vietnam War to house American prisoners of war, or POWs. And it's 30,000 VND if you don't have a student discount. If you do, it's 15,000, so it's like $1 or $1.50. So one of the reasons why Hoa Lo Prison is a little bit more well known now is because former presidential candidate John McCain was actually housed here, I think for 5 years after he was shot down over Hanoi. And since his presidential run, his name has kind of been associated with the prison in America. I just finished walking through the Hoa Lo Prison. I would definitely recommend anyone that's going to come to Hanoi visit here. Kind of a heavy place and a heavy subject. The history of Vietnam is pockmarked with periods of colonization and mistreatment of the Vietnamese people by the French and during the Vietnamese War. If you are coming to Hanoi, I would definitely suggest coming here. It gives you a little bit of perspective as to what the people of Vietnam have been through. I'll leave a link in the description as to where you can get here, how much it's going to cost, and directions. It's the following morning. Thank you guys for making it through the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You know the deal.